another point of view is that you gotta, people don't think about this, but when I see those guys, I say to myself, what did it take to get that kind of muscle size?
Yeah.
What are these guys doing to themselves? How much drugs are they taking to do? What's going to happen to these guys?
Yeah.
So this is, it's not so much the size, it's that if these guys here's my point, if these guys try and get bigger and bigger and bigger, sooner or later the dam is going to break. It's going to, you're going to have guys dropping dead on stage. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a point. And I'm not saying that drug testing is the answer, because Wayne was right about that. I mean, let's face it, if you take the drugs away from these guys,
yeah,
Phil, he probably wouldn't even make the top 10 for all I know.
Right.
Because even then they call him the gift. All right, maybe I'm being a little bit hyperbolic there, because he's good enough to make. Of course, he'd still place pretty high. But the point is that you take away the drugs and you have a completely different looking physique.
Absolutely.
You still have, but here's the point: you'd still have, and this is what I argue with people who don't know anything about bodybuilding. Well, if it wasn't for these drugs, they say, these guys would look no different than guys on the street. I mean, what stupid statement that is.
Right.
What a stupid statement. I say to these guys, you think that these guys, these pros or whatever, even the classic bodybuilders, you think that without drugs they would look like they never touched a weight? You think their physiques are 100% drugs?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Listen to yourself.
Right.
Listen how stupid that is.
Right.
And they say, well, I know it's all drugs. That's my walk away. All right, see you later. I'm not going to argue with that. It's kind of stupid mentality.
Right, that's great.
That's crazy. The truth of the matter, and I've said this I was an average body. I didn't have great genetics myself. You have much better genetics than me and all that. But the point is that I could take the same drug program that Sean Roden or Phil Heath or Ronnie Coleman or what's his name? Who's the guy? Good friend of mine, just Phil, Jay Cutler. Yeah. Any of these guys, I wouldn't look anything. Or Arnold, forget it. Forget it.
Yeah.
I would. In fact, I saw guys use Arnold's program. I saw it back in the '60s. All the guys who trained Arnold was very forthcoming. It wasn't like the guys today where everything's secret. I'm not going to tell you.
Right.
Back then, he would tell him exactly what he used. He'd even give him his drugs. I was in Arnold's apartment when a bunch of guys lined up. I don't want to mention their names to embarrass them, but we've already talked about some of them. But some guys lined up, and Arnold he had a prunable injection, the same one he used. And they dropped their pants, and he threw it in their butt like a dartboard. And I was sitting on the couch, and every time he did this, I said, "Oh my God!" So, including one of the guys was my training partner at the time. Each guy was lined up and got the dartboard. But my point is that all of these guys, all the guys that trained with Arnold, they all used the same drugs.
Yeah.
And as we said earlier, they didn't use the drugs anything like the guys today. They got off the drugs after the show. But the point is, none of them responded to the drugs like Arnold. They never came close to looking like Arnold.
Bodybuilding Heroes and Legends Volume 1 by John Hansen is the book that celebrates the golden age of bodybuilding. This was the era in which legends such as Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sergio Oliva, Frank Zane, Robbie Robinson, Cal Skalak, and Mike Menser battled it out on stage for the biggest titles in bodybuilding. Read about some of the most exciting competitions that took place in the 1970s, including the Oliva-Schwarzenegger battles, Zane's first Olympia victory, and Skalak's controversial Mr. Olympia appearance, and much more. Filled with inspiring images of some of the greatest bodybuilders in the history of the sport, Bodybuilding Heroes and Legends Volume 1 is now available on Amazon.com or email John directly at naturalolympia@gmail.com.